Every time he is by himself, every time he is not with this woman, looks like he is way more happier. Welcome back to my channel. Prince Harry was his old self at the coronation, but some people were not willing to engage, quote unquote, with him, expert says. We have seen these photos during the coronation. He was very happy. I mean, to be honest with you, I did not see anything wrong. Eugenie was smiling, her husband and Harry, they had, even though short time, but good time. And the only reason is because Meghan was not there. Prince Harry attended the coronation alone, and far from looking nervous to be reunited with some of his estranged family, he seemed in great spirits on the day. If you take a look at this photo from the UN picture, oh my god, he was so nervous. If you take a look at other pictures when they were attending the One World Young Generation, whatever summit they were doing in the UK, you would see Harry was very nervous. I mean, every single time he would go out with this woman, especially if he has to perform, if he has to take the center of the stage, you'll see him absolutely nervous. The Duke of Sussex was seen smiling and happily chatting away with his cousins, as well as greeting people in Westminster Abbey as he found his seat, telling them hello, morning, or nice to see you. Of course, he was very free. I mean, I should say the lady was not with him. So he was like, yeah, man, I feel so much better without this spirit with me. I left her in US. She did not come with me, and I'm feeling it, man. I feel like getting into the fold of the family one more time. Is that possible? Why not? I mean, you still have time. You are royal, Harry. You still have time to pack up and leave and come back to people who make you happy. But for one communication expert, Harry still was not given as warm a reception as he might have wanted. Prince Harry arriving, I think we got our first glimpse of Harry for years, Louis Mehler told Sunrise Australia. He was the old Harry, coming in smiling, laughing, walking tall and looking magnificent. I would not use the word magnificent or looking tall and this and that. Yes, he was happy, he was smiling. I would not use those words magnificent simply because he, according to many people, wasn't looking that great. I mean, yeah, he was looking great. Especially people who noticed he was wearing this designer clothes, Dior, whatever. Some people, they say, yeah, he was looking good. But again, I would not say he was looking absolutely magnificent. Nevertheless, he was very happy. The fact that he was on his own was a benefit, but his issue was he thought he could look at people and speak to them and they would speak back to him, but it did not work. Okay, so this brings me to the next point, which is why I'm making this video. But before I talk to you about that point, just to remind you, most of my viewers are not subscribed to my channel. If you're one of them, consider to subscribe. If you're on Facebook, follow our page. This is what we are talking about here. Prince Harry went to Buckingham Palace. Yes, guys, he did go to Buckingham Palace after he left the coronation event, after he left the hall, I should say, after the coronation, but he did not actually see his family. According to reports, the reason he did not see his family was because he went to Buckingham Palace for his logistics, for whatever it is he wanted to pack up before he would finally head to Heathrow Airport in London. But to me, it was not really that simple. I don't think that he would go there and nobody would know. Everybody, if not, at least some people, I would say, some people, not everybody, they knew that he was heading back to Buckingham Palace. People who were there, they could have made an appointment or, take time out to meet him and say, goodbye, final farewell before you leave the country. But that did not happen. Nobody took any interest in him. Nobody really cared. They never wanted to meet him, to see him, regardless of how close he was at that time. Telegraph understands the Duke of Sussex made a quick stop en route to Heathrow while the royals were occupied with post-ceremony duties. So yes, he was looking very happy, all by himself. I think Eugenie and some of the family members, they were shocked to see him smiling the way he was, because they were like, how come you are so free? How come you're so comfortable under your skin? They were, to me, looks like people were really surprised, to say the least, that Harry would be Harry coming back to UK without this woman. I mean, this is something he should take notice, that every time he is by himself without this woman, he is happy. Why not leave her for good? Now let's talk about the lapdog of Meghan and Harry, Omid Scooby. He said something so outrageous. I mean, come on, guy. You have a grown-up brain, don't you? I don't know. I'm doubting it after I heard this news. I'm like, does he have even a brain? Like, why he's talking like this? He probably doesn't understand how kids and parenting works. Not at all. Meghan Markle's biographer Omid Scooby claims George, Charlotte and Louis were to blame for Kate and William being late to the coronation. Alright. Meghan Markle's biographer Omid Scooby has claimed George, Charlotte, Prince Louis were to blame for the late arrival of the Prince and Princess of Wales. On Saturday, King Charles and Queen Camilla arrived at Westminster Abbey 5 minutes before the historic ceremony was due to start. Well, I mean, I don't see any problem with that, but as the royal couple drew up in the Diamond Jubilee state coach, the Prince and Princess of Wales had yet to arrive with their 3 children, Prince George 9, Princess Charlotte 8 and Prince Louis 5. Do you see a trend here from Sussex squad? Well, they always target kids for really no reason. We have seen how Meghan was targeting Princess Charlotte during her wedding. Yeah, I need to bully this kid in order to make a statement that I exist. And this time it's her lapdog, Omid Scooby, talking about kid again. I mean, come on. These are parents. It can take long time than you expect to prepare them, to make them come to the event. It does take time, so you are going to be talking about this. It's not very polite. You don't really need to open your mouth, Omid Scooby. I'm pretty sure he's not a parent, so he doesn't have any idea what is going on or how it is to be parenting 3 kids. He wrote, quote, "The room for error was nil, and thankfully," okay, and thankfully, due to the weeks of rehearsals that the royals took part in ahead of the coronation, the day went ahead smoothly. So now he's talking about rehearsal, smooth rehearsal. The day went smooth because of the rehearsal. Really? Like, why you even open your mouth about this thing? I mean, we have no problem. Nobody has any problem. They coming on time with these 3 kids. Why you open your mouth and then at the same time you're saying, oh, yeah, because of the rehearsal, I mean, nothing happened. We don't really need to talk about this, Omid. You're just a doofus. So yeah, they might be coming a little bit on time, not late, just on time. I mean, with all these 3 kids, and we should actually praise them the way they handle the whole thing. In fact, a lot of people, they praised this couple, Princess and Prince of Wales. However, the expert claims a royal source told him that Prince William and Kate Middleton, or I should say Catherine, Princess of Wales, children were to blame for the slight hold-up on the morning of the coronation. While Prince George served as a page of honor for his grandfather during the service, Princess Charlotte matched her mother in an Alexander McQueen dress and ornate silver headpiece. He couldn't find anything else, so how should he blame and criticize Princess and Prince of Wales? Well, pick on the kid. Talk about the kid. They made you late. Horrible kid, right? This is exactly what he was trying to accomplish. Harry was really happy. He was nevertheless snubbed by his own family members. One more time, for the second time, he should take that lesson, go back home and ask himself, really, I want you to think about this, Harry. If you're listening, if you're watching my videos, think about this. Where you feel comfortable, where you feel at home. Is it UK, US? Is it your family or Meghan and the kids? Of course, I don't want you to leave the kids. Take the kids with you. Lily Archie, if they exist. I mean, a lot of people say they do not exist. If they exist, take them with you and go back to UK. Live a peaceful, happy life. I mentioned this in my other video where I said that he actually missed that balcony moment. I mean, that was the historical moment. That was the moment, right? But he was not there. History, when people will look back at royal history, they will be like, yeah, where is this other guy? Where is the other brother? He's not there. So you really need to put your act together, make the right decision, go back to UK where you feel at ease, and at the same time you will be praised throughout history by the historians. And next time you really want to see your family members, I think the best thing you can do is really to make arrangement ahead of time, apologize to them and say, you know what, I want to really meet you guys, forget about what happened in the past. And until you are the one who apologize first, I don't think that is possible. You do not want the royal family, the entire British monarchy, this prestigious family in the world, to really apologize to a actress, mattress. I don't think that is even making any sense, but that's exactly what you want. This is childish. You need to give it up. Thank you guys for tuning in, for joining in for this session. New here, consider to subscribe. I'll see you in the next video.